Alright guys, so welcome to today's video. Now, in this one, I'm in Lombok. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, to be honest with you. And, the last sort of week has been giving me a little bit of time to just think about things and get clear on some of the bottlenecks that I've had in the last few years, especially when trying to start an online business, specifically a coaching business. So what I wanted to do with you guys today is really just run you through some of the lessons I've learned, especially through networking with some of the top guys in the industry, and just beginning to understand why you've got to listen to yourself, why you've got to follow your gut, and a multitude of other things. So I'm going to give you 3 key lessons here that I wish I knew when I was 18. Now, first of all, here's what I would say to you. If you're someone who's watching this right now, it doesn't matter if you're 18, it doesn't matter if you're 24, 25, it doesn't matter if you're older than me. If you're trying to start an online business, the number one thing you need to be able to do is walk your own leash. Okay, and this is something that I've seen among friends, other people trying to start this. The number one thing they struggle with is actually just following their own lead. As an entrepreneur, you can go and talk to as many coaches or consultants as you want who are going to help you through and walk those stepping stones. But at the end of the day, you actually have to walk those steps yourself. And this is one of the things that people miss, right? Because, and sorry about the noise in the background, guys. I don't know if you can hear that. It is what it is. But anyway, you've really got to be able to walk your own leash here, because if you need someone to tell you every little thing, what you've got to do, you won't make it. Because there's going to come a time where you need to build a team and you have people coming to you, asking you for advice, right? And if you don't have the answer, or if you need a coach to get the answer from, then you're not really a business owner, right? And, there's one overarching idea I'm going to bring this back around to with all of these 3 key things. So stay to the end of the video and I'll let you know what that is. But second thing, guys, is you need to put your money where your mouth is and actually invest, okay? I remember when I first got started, I was throwing up my last dollars. I was literally giving everything I had to developing myself and also developing my skills as a business person, learning how to speak, learning how to sell, learning how to market, learning how to persuade, learning how to build great products. These are things that cost money, or if you really want to bootstrap it, you're going to have to pay with your time. When you put it into perspective, if you want to make 10, 20, 50 grand a month in the next year, is it realistic to do that without paying someone? Okay, is it really? Because if you don't pay anyone, you're going to have to go through the struggles of learning this yourself. You're going to have to sort of walk the path alone and not know what you're doing. Now, I know this sounds a little contradictory to my first point, okay, where you need to be walking your own leash, but the trick is you need to educate yourself first and then walk your own leash. You need to get the skill first and then walk your own leash, okay? That's the key. But guys, if there was one thing that really I can attribute all of my success to, and if I had to bring it back to one key element, it's that you have to change your beliefs, okay? Now, what do I mean by that? There is an intangible in this universe, okay, where your thoughts genuinely determine your reality. And I believe this fully. I didn't used to believe this, I promise you. I did not used to believe this, okay? There was a guy, Sam Ovens, who I originally learnt this from, and later people like Charlie Morgan. But years ago, I didn't believe this was true. I didn't believe my thoughts, what was going on in here, would have a direct influence on what was going on outside. The truth is, guys, this is a faulty belief, and this is very far from what we could call the objective truth. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, we got to think about, what do our thoughts actually do? Okay, when you wake up in the morning and you decide what you want to eat for breakfast, what does that cause you to do? Okay, if you think, I want to eat a croissant, and you eat the fucking croissant, your thought has influenced your outer reality, right? Obviously. Let's take it a level deeper though. What if your thoughts are that going to the gym is a waste of time? What happens then? Well, I'll tell you what happens then. You don't go to the gym. And what happens if you don't go to the gym? Well, you probably get fat. And what happens if you get fat? Well, you probably die younger. okay? Extreme example, but this is how your belief system and your thoughts influence your outer reality, okay? For example, let's take sales calls in business. If you believe that sales calls are hard and difficult, you're not going to want to do sales calls. If you believe that it's hard to get someone to hand you $10,000 because $10,000 is a lot of money, then you probably won't be able to get someone to hand you $10,000 in their CVC, right? This is why you need to change your beliefs, okay? Because at the end of the day, from my perspective, where I sit, $10,000 is a small amount of money. And to make a transformation in your life for the sake of $10,000 is 100% worth it. So when I jump on a call with someone and ask them for $10,000, it's not a big deal because I know that the outcome they'll receive far surpasses them having to hand over $10,000. Do you see what I mean? And so this is where beliefs come into it, and this is where your personal is a reflection of your business, okay? If you are someone who believes that $10,000 is a small amount of money, then you're someone who is able to charge $10,000 relatively easily. And someone who is able to charge $10,000 relatively easily then gathers evidence that charging $10,000 is easy, therefore further cements the belief that $10,000 isn't a lot of money to charge. You see how it feeds into a bit of a loop? This is called a feedback loop, okay? And this is what Sam Ovens talked about many years ago. What I want to tell you guys, if you're listening to this and you think that I'm just spinning absolutely nothing, like bros onto nothing right now. The reason I'm sitting here in Lombok in the middle of the jungle with something going on in the background, I don't know what that sound is. The reason is because I changed my beliefs. I mean it. I changed my beliefs in a way that influenced the decisions I made in business and influenced the decisions I made on a day-to-day basis. And those little influences and shifts in my beliefs compounded my actions over time to get to where I am today. Now, if you're trying to ascertain where am I today, what am I actually doing, that's another topic for another video. But what I want to leave you guys on this is an absolute gold nugget, okay, that just really encapsulates everything I've just told you. Beliefs, thoughts, actions, outcomes, okay? That is like, if I understood this 5 years ago, I can't even imagine the position I'd be in now. Okay, guys, change your beliefs. Change your beliefs, all right? Because if you try to change your actions without changing your beliefs, you'll last 3 days. If you still believe the gym is not worth it, but you force yourself to go to the gym because Andy Elliott told you to, you're going to stop in 3 days. But if you actually change your belief that, you know what, going to the gym is worth it, and I will get the desired outcome because losing weight or getting in shape is easy, that's when you stick to it. So guys, remember, beliefs, thoughts, actions, results. And the result, what does it do? It feeds back to the belief. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.